Welcome back. Well, it seems like you can't turn on the news without seeing something new turn up in our drinking water that's pretty scary, with things like the lead problems in Flint, Michigan, and chromium-6 showing up almost everywhere. The list goes on. And the trouble is, we never hear about it until it's too late. Well, here to tell us what we can do about it and how we can protect our families and ourselves is independent water consultant Dirk Chamberlain. Dirk, welcome back.
Thank you, Alex. Great to be here.
Of course. Now, is it my imagination, or are these things popping up more and more in the news?
No, you're right. It is happening more and more. And you're also right. You know, most times we don't hear about it until years later and after all the damage is done. So, you see, there are over 86,000 chemicals used just in this country alone, Alex. You know, and the EPA has only tested a handful of them. So even they don't know if the stuff that's in our water is safe. You know, I hear people say all the time, well, my parents or grandparents drank the water all their lives. Well, you know what? The fact of the matter is, they're not drinking the same water that we're drinking. There's stuff like chemicals from manufacturing, fertilizer, pesticide, all that stuff didn't even exist when our parents and grandparents were around. And you know, but let me ask you a question. Did any of them have high blood pressure, heart disease, asthma?
No.
Well, I know some people who did.
Yeah.
You know, these are diseases that you get directly from contaminated water.
Right. Right, and we were seeing some pictures in it, you know, all that sludge and all of that just looks so gross. Do you think people are really aware of how serious this problem has gotten?
I guarantee you they don't. I guarantee you they don't. Do you know, for instance, this is kind of a frightening fact. Do you know there isn't one source of water on Earth anymore that doesn't have some level of contamination? So today, there isn't one drop of water anywhere on the planet that doesn't have some kind of contamination in it. But the worst part is, you can't even smell, taste, or see the dangerous stuff. So we think it's not there. But believe me, it's there. You know, and the chlorine that they put in it might be the worst.
Right. I mean, it's in our pools, it's in certain other things, but is it really that bad for you?
Yeah, it's huge. It's huge, Alex. Chlorine, it's a poison. That's why it works. And, you know, chlorinated water has been linked to heart disease, cancer, premature senility. And do you know anybody that's had any of that? Yeah,
of course,
we all do.
Of course.
It's probably part and parcel of putting chlorine in your water. In fact, do you know, exposure to chlorinated water increases your cancer risk by 93%. So if you're taking a bath or a shower or drinking chlorinated water, you increase your risk of getting cancer by 93%. And you know, the EPA says that as Americans, we get 300 to 600 times the level of chlorine that they consider safe. And guess where our exposure comes? It comes in the shower. We get 2/3 of our exposure to chlorine in the shower when it's absorbed through our skin. And you know what? Water softeners alone and reverse osmosis systems don't do anything to the water we take shower in. So even if you have a water softener or have an RO in your underneath the sink in your kitchen, it's still not treating all of your water. Let me ask you, does it make any sense at all to have two water systems that doesn't take care of all your water?
Just seems redundant and useless.
Right, right. They're things that belong in a bygone era. Their time is past.
Right. Well, those are some really scary statistics that you shared with us about the cancer and, you know, it affecting people's health so much. Is there really anything that we can do?
You know what? If you're worried about the stuff that's in our water, and you should be, even though you can't see it, it's there. If you're worried about it, you don't like the taste of your water. You don't like the smell of your water. You're tired of fighting hard water problems. It's probably time you consider getting a whole house water system that filters all the water coming in your house, not just some of it. And the best one I found is that one I brought along from H2O Concepts.
Yeah, and that's this bad boy right here standing next to me. It looks futuristic, first of all, but there are some real differences that make it actually futuristic.
There are. You know what, Alex, this is the only system that gives you safer, healthier water everywhere in your house. It gives you great tasting water at every faucet, so you'll never, ever buy another case of bottled water. It takes the chlorine and contaminants out of every shower in your home, so you're not showering in it and absorbing it through your skin. You'll have smoother skin, silkier hair. And inside, their patented electronics virtually eliminates hard water problems. So you're not going to be spending your time scrubbing and things like that. And you know what, Alex? Once this is installed in your home, you don't have to touch it. There's no salt to add because it doesn't use salt. There's no filters to change. And it comes with a no-nonsense 10-year warranty. Now, you know, anybody that gives a warranty that good is pretty confident in their system. So, and you know why? Because the H2O Concepts system has been tested and certified by more independent laboratories than any other patented system out there. I mean, some systems aren't even evaluated at all.
Right.
But
that's super impressive, first of all. It's convenient, and you don't have to go poor getting it.
Exactly.
Because you guys are, H2O Concepts is offering a special on it.
They are offering a special. If you call right now and say you saw it on the Morning Blend, and you're one of the first 20 callers, you have to be the first 20 callers, you get a $600 discount. There's free normal installation, and financing packages are available to fit any budget OAC. So there's no reason not to call Alex. You can afford it. But you know what I did? I brought you a present. This is actually Tucson tap water after it's been through one of those systems. I want you to taste it and see what you think.
Okay, very good. So it's clear, first of all. Passes the smell test. It's cold. Oh, man, you know, Dirk, I couldn't imagine how good it would be to have this coming out of every faucet and every shower, just clean tasting water. And you know, after trying this, I don't think I'm ever washing my mouth again because it's that good.
Well, and you know, the other thing, Alex, is you never run out.
You never run out. It's infinite. It comes through all of the faucets in your house. And Dirk, thank you again for coming on and enlightening us with this tasty water.
Thanks, Alex.
Absolutely. Now, guys, join the clean water movement and get great tasting water at every single faucet. Like I said, with no chlorine or contaminants in the shower, you'll get smoother skin and silkier hair and no more hard water problems. You won't be a mummy anymore. Just dial 1-877-442-5222 or visit H2OConcepts.com.